Folks, my name is Jake Baldino. Today is August 2nd, 2015, and welcome to the gameranx Untitled Friday Gaming News Show thing. The show where we talk about gaming news, but not just gaming news, but the coolest stuff that happened this week that's worth talking about. So let's get started off talking about Deus Ex Mankind Divided. For those of you that missed this, Square Enix announced just a couple weeks ago Mankind Divided's special system called Augment Your Pre-Order. This big convoluted pre-order system allowing people to customize their own pre-orders and pick and choose what kind of content they wanted, and ultimately unlocking the game early if enough people pre-order it. And of course, you know how people are on the internet, they flipped out. And for good reason. It kind of seemed like it was the amalgamation of everything bad about pre-orders. But Square Enix has doubled back on that and now have announced that they have completely canceled the Augment Your Pre-Order thing for Deus Ex. And good riddance, that's totally awesome. I think that's a win for consumerism and like, hooray, maybe the companies are finally listening a little bit. We may never know, but I think we need to remain skeptical with stuff like this. And then on the flip side, let's just talk about cool video game shit. Check out this awesome Battlefield 4 kill. This is by the YouTube user Tricky Troll, and watch this. This is insane. I wouldn't put Battlefield 4 footage on the show if it wasn't worth it. Fuck! And now here's something I really wanted to share with you guys this week because this is absolutely insane. Reddit user Big Hairy Ass has made an actual replica Fallout 4 vault door in his home. Yes, he has a room in his house specifically geared towards playing games. I guess you could call it a man cave, but I hate that word. But he built an entire vault door that actually rolls open and you can go inside it, and this is insane. Also, I love that it's Vault 404. That's great because you can't find the vault door. Get it? Vault door not fat. You guys get it. He said he did this for under $400, and I think that's incredible. I think that shows not only that he's good with a budget, but he also is incredibly talented because this thing looks high quality. And if this guy has kids and then he gets them to play Fallout and then he shows them what he's created, they're gonna lose their minds. I'm losing my mind. And speaking of people with a lot of time on their hands to build weird, crazy, ridiculous things that don't matter, check out this guy that made a guitar that is also a Game Boy. Thanks to a combination of a guitar board and the Raspberry Pi B+. This is that little programmable computer that you can build with emulation software in it to allow people to play Game Boy games. According to him, it's actually a regular guitar that you can plug into an amp with an audio jack and everything, and there's actually a switch on it to switch between Game Boy mode and guitar mode. If you want to find out exactly how he did it, because the craftsmanship on this thing, it looks really nice, you can check out that and everything else I talk about in this video today, linked below. Now, I've been thinking of new things to add to the show, and sometimes I want to present you guys just a good deal for like a cool thing to buy. So check out this flash drive. This is a USB 3.0 flash drive from SanDisk that is 128 gigs, and look how fucking small it is. On Amazon, it's under 40 bucks, and since it's so small, you can just plug it into a USB drive and forget about it, and you have extra storage. That's perfect for a console or some PC gaming. I know, I'm actually honestly probably gonna get one. But speaking of memory, I read a very interesting article this week. I linked it below. It's about photonic memory. This is a new type of memory in a chip that actually uses light to store and transmit data 100 times faster than a solid-state drive. Yes, I said 100 times. That's crazy. They've been working on this technology for a while, but the problem is that it's still way too big. But if you think about it, 100 times faster than a solid-state drive, that's ridiculous. That's like you're going beyond loading. You're like nega loading. You're like, it doesn't even like, you'll break the time-space continuum. But like, if you think about it with video games, this could essentially virtually eliminate load times altogether. Yes, of course, in this day and age, we do have a lot of games that skip load times, but just things just having to load in general in any way, shape, or form, it just basically won't have to happen. This would affect games in a number of ways, including world building and open world size to how good a game looks or how many things and animations can happen on screen at once. I just thought that was interesting. Like I said, this show, cool stuff in gaming, so I linked that below. And in some VR news, Palmer Luckey, the founder of Oculus, has said that the Oculus Rift consumer model unit, when it finally releases, is going to cost more than $350. And that's a little crazy, especially considering not a lot of people are still convinced of VR. You have to actually see one to believe one. And, you know, you might not necessarily even just buy one. Now there's so many different ones. It's like, what the fuck are you going to get? But with Oculus Rift being priced above $350, it's going to be hard for it to break into mainstream audiences. Coupled with the fact that Samsung Gear VR announced that their headset's only going to be $100, and then you just pop in your Android smartphone into it, there's a big difference here. And honestly, I hate to say it, while the Gear VR, I have played with it, it is kind of a little cool, and it's great that it's cheap. The thing I really want to break into the mainstream is not the Android console that you strap on your fucking face, it's the Oculus Rift, which is actually really damn cool. I've linked the article below of Palmer Luckey talking about why it's going to be priced $350 or over. And his points are pretty valid, but as somebody who doesn't have $350, I need more convincing. But as always, I do like to ask you guys, like, what do you think about VR? And like, if it's that good of an experience, would you spend over $350 on it? Let me know. And last but not least, let's talk about theme park rides. Hooray! And video games. Mass Effect is actually getting a ride attraction at California's greatest, what is this place called? California's Great America. This is a theme park I have never been to because I'm not from California, but it combines 3D and 4D elements, and apparently you go into an actual Normandy and you view a 3D experience with an actual actor leading the presentation. And that sounds pretty cool. I'm all about that. The press release says that it uses cutting-edge 3D and 4D effects. Honestly, I don't totally know what they mean by 4D, if they mean time travel or smell-o-vision. Who knows? But I do think this is an exciting time because not only are we getting video game movies, but then we're also getting these theme parks because Nintendo is, of course, getting that Universal-themed area, and now we're getting this Mass Effect attraction. If this is cool, this is cool. But what I do want to know, I've never been to California's Great America. Is this like a ghetto carnival, or is this like a real actual theme park place? Let me know if you've ever been there, and let me know if you think Mass Effect is going to fit in there. But guys, last but not least, let's talk about giveaways. Now, I try and do giveaways on this show as often as I can, and we got a cool one worked out for you guys. So if you yourself, as a user, has recorded or captured a really cool moment in a game, be it a glitch or a crazy kill or some other anomaly, send it to us. For tracking purposes, for us to track your YouTube channel, you have to send it to us in a YouTube message. You have to go to our channel, go to our About page, and then click Send Message. When you send us a link to your video, be sure to leave a message in it that says, like, I give gameranx permission to use my video. Because if we choose your clip and choose to use it in a video, number one, you get a little shout out, but the winner, the number one best clip, gets a free game of his or her choice. You send it to us, we like you, we ask you what game you want, boom, we send it to you. That's how it's done. So remember, send it to us in a YouTube message. Your video has to be good, and it's got to be kind of recent. It's got to be from at least 2015. But that's it. That's all the cool stuff I think that was worth talking about in video games this week. So I do want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you could build any replica type of entryway in your house, like this Fallout vault door, what would you build? You can follow me on Twitter because I'm always there. I'm always tweeting. So let's hang out. And if you did have a good time with this video, definitely click the like button because that helps me out so much. And I love you guys so much. And also subscribing is the best thing you can do because we put out videos every single day. But guys, I'm Jake Baldino. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.